When you're in your storm and you look at your storm and your storm has now infused you with fear, Jesus is saying, why are you doubting me? Hey, Glorious Gang, I have a question for you. Where is your focus? In your storm, what is it that you are focusing on? In the story of Peter, when he's walking on water, as we see in Matthew 14, Jesus told them to go back home, and they were traveling by ship, and a wind had risen, and they were fighting against heavy waves. They were in a mighty storm at sea. And then the word says at 3 a.m. they saw Jesus walking on the water, and they were all scared. They were like, oh my gosh, this is a ghost. And Jesus said, no, take courage, I am here. And Peter said, Jesus, if it is you, tell me to come and I will walk on water too. And Jesus said, yes, come. And he took the leap of faith and stepped out on the water. And I want to remind you that this water that he stepped out on was not peaceful, calm water. It said they were fighting against heavy waves. That means that the boat was literally, going all around. There was no peace at sea. But because Jesus had said, yes, come to me, he had that faith to step out despite of the storm, despite of the waves that they were in. And he stepped out and he began to walk. The word said that when he saw the strong waves, he got scared. He was so scared and he began to sink. Why did he sink? He sank because his faith was replaced by fear. His faith in God and his focus on God was now shifted towards the strong waves that were coming his way. It's not being in a storm that causes one to sink, but it is where your focus is that determines whether you will sink or stand. He said, Jesus, Jesus, save me. Jesus picked him up and said, you have such little faith. Why did you doubt me? When you're in your storm and you look at your storm and your storm has now infused you with fear, Jesus is saying, why are you doubting me? Where is your faith? You had faith enough to leap on the water, the turbulent waters, and you were walking because you were focused on me. But when you took your gaze off me, your faith diminished, your faith dwindled, and it was replaced by fear. Why are you doubting him? Why are you allowing your faith to be replaced by fear? I challenge you today to keep your focus on Jesus regardless of your storm. You will rise, you will stand, you will not sink. It's not the fact that you are going through a storm that causes you to sink, but it is where your focus is that determines whether you will sink or you will stand.